Did you know you could start building credit as young as 13 years old?
In this video, we're going to talk about how to build credit as a teenager. Hey, I'm Alex.
And I'm Philip.
And we teach you what you need to know about your personal finances using words you can understand without boring you to death.
Because adulting shouldn't suck. If you're new to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the comments below. Let us know if you want to get a credit card.
Our parents never did any of this stuff when we were growing up, but it sure would have made our adult lives a lot easier to have good credit starting out.
Yeah, me and my roommate wouldn't have had to get a cosigner for our apartment when we moved out if we had good credit when we moved out. But so disclaimer, before you get a credit card, you need to make sure that you understand how credit works, or else you're going to build up a lot of debt and it's going to take you a long time to pay it off. If you want to see some videos on how to build your credit, we got one up here and a link in the description. So check them out.
If you don't want to live at home until you're 30, like most millennials did, then you're going to have to start establishing credit. You know, you're going to need it for stuff like getting a car or getting your own apartment or getting your own phone. You know, the adulting things that you have to do. And nobody wants to live at home until they're 30. It sucks.
It does. I mean, unless that's your thing. And you like to play Call of Duty and drink Mountain Dew.
So you want to start establishing your credit as early on as possible. The earlier, the better.
Some of the things we're going to talk about, it's not going to apply to everyone because we all come from different financial backgrounds. However, some of the information we're going to share is going to help you out even if you don't have help from your parents.
First step is become an authorized user. And if you're lucky enough to have parents who have good credit and understand the value of having good credit, then maybe they can put you on their credit card as an authorized user. What that means is it allows you to use a portion of their credit. You get your own credit card. You can use a portion of however much they determine you can have. It could be $50, it could be $100, but you're not responsible for paying it. They are. And it starts building your credit as early as age 13.
However, if they don't make their credit card payments on time or if they're late, that's going to reflect on your credit also, which can do more harm than good. So make sure that your parents are responsible and that they're paying their credit cards on time, or else, you know, it just might not be worth it. And then hopefully, you know, whatever you're spending on their credit cards, they're making you pay for. That helps teach you some responsibility with your money. And then, you know how it works. But if they're not, then, I mean, lucky you, buy everything and buy everything and buy everything, right? Like all the Xboxes and PlayStations and just full send it, right?
I mean, if they're going to pay for it, whatever.
Right.
Yeah,
Freeze
spoiled.
me.
So by the time you're 18, you'll have years of credit history already built up so that when you do want to go move out and get into an apartment, you probably won't need a cosigner because you'll have a lengthy credit history, which is awesome because most people can't do that by the time they're 18. But if you're one of the lucky few who have parents that are willing to do this, awesome. It's a great way to do it.
Win.
Yeah.
Number 2, got to get a job if you're getting a credit card under the age of 21. Credit card companies used to give people credit cards at 18, but it was called predatory lending because they were giving money out to people that couldn't pay it back. And then all these companies were just making all this money off the interest for these high balances on these unpaid credit cards. So now they can't give you a credit card without you having a job. So you need a job to get a credit card.
Number 3, apply for a secured credit card. You don't want to apply for just all the random cards out there because when you get denied, it's going to hurt your credit. So in the description below, we included another link for how to apply and get approved in 4 easy steps for a credit card. Now, with secured credit cards, you have to put down your own money in order to get this card. It's not just borrow money from a bank, pay it back. As a new user, that's actually pretty risky to a bank. So that's why with a secured credit card, you put down $100 or $300, or it's different with every card. But basically, you're going to borrow against your own money. It's no risk to the bank. And then once you establish a history of paying on time, then eventually over 6 to 9 months, they're going to convert it over to a regular credit card. And then they reimburse you your deposit. So you get all that money back that you put down initially. Now, the best part about a secured credit card is you're pretty much guaranteed to get approved because they're not going to check your credit like a regular credit card would. And it just goes off of the fact that you put down money and it's no risk to them. And then you pay it back and you establish that credit history and bam, now you're an adult with a credit history and a real credit card once they convert it.
Step number 4, check out our credit playlist. In this playlist, we're going to have a lot of different videos covering how to get a credit card, how to build your credit, what credit score is, what credit cards to look at, etc., etc. You don't want to go off and be irresponsible with your credit when you're first starting out, because you're going to get a lot of debt and it's going to take a long time to pay off, and it's just going to make your adult life a lot harder than it needs to be. So be responsible, do your research, learn the things about credit, and then get a credit card.
These 4 things are going to make your life so much easier that once you have your credit established as an adult, your life will be less stressful and it'll be a lot less expensive.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. In the comments below, let us know if you have any questions.
And make sure you share it with your friends.